right. So now I'm going to get into my portion of how to leverage Racine County assets and talent recruitment. And I'm excited to share this for you because a lot of times when you're in Racine County, we tend to be pretty humble. We think we know the assets in our community and they're all, pretty standard. We'll talk about, Lake Michigan and North Beach and different things of that nature. But there's a lot more that we have going for us that I want to share and make sure that you're aware of so that we can present ourselves in the most positive way possible. And now we're going to get going. All right. So RCDC, if you're not familiar with Racine County Economic Development Corporation, we really operate in 3 specialty areas. I'm just going to give you a brief overview of them. And if you have any questions or want to connect with any of our areas, feel free to reach out to me anytime and I can connect you to the proper person. But for those of you that don't know, BLP, Business Lending Partners, is what we like to call our financing arm of the organization. And they can assist with low interest financing. They can provide matching grants. And they also administer the SBA 504 program, as well as numerous other revolving loan funds. So if you are a business or if you know of a business that needs some assistance, please consider BLP. They might be able to help you out. Then we also have BRE, which is Business Recruitment and Expansion. And our BRE team works real heavily with land and building searches. They assist businesses with expansion, new businesses coming to the area with relocation assistance. And then Greater Racine County, what I'm going to talk to you about a little bit more today. This is our mission statement for Greater Racine County, but we have truly a multi-pronged approach. We share the story of Racine County, including job opportunities, community information, arts and recreation. We have information on K-12, higher education, and healthcare. And our main goal is to support our employers as they're procuring talent, but making sure that talent is connected and feels acclimated and welcomed into the community. We really want to meet their needs as well as the employer needs. For the background for the bulk of my presentation today, very interesting group that I came across, Development Counselors International. During COVID, we noticed a lot of our postings on our job board for Greater Racine County were going down. We were talking to a lot of our employers as a group, as RCDC, reaching out, finding out what their challenges were. A lot of them had paused their hiring efforts, which we understood. They weren't really sure what was going to happen over the next several months. So we deployed resources to assist them. We contacted them. We had a map of what businesses were open, and that really was our focus for several months when COVID-19 hit. That's when I really spent a lot of time looking at Development Counselors International, really found that they had some great materials that supported talent. They were talking about how talent was really looking for different options when they were searching for jobs. They provided a lot of great, valuable webinars and resources that I was able to participate in. And then they provided this Q3 report on their COVID findings that I found fascinating. And I'm going to share a lot of the results with that from that report with you today. It really paints an interesting picture of what talent's looking for. They surveyed over 1,600 individuals ranging from ages 21 to 65 from all over the country. And what they found, people were really considering relocation, and they were willing to relocate up to 100 miles away. So that's a pretty sizable distance when you consider that. Their top reasons to consider relocation were job advancement, opportunities, naturally a job, benefits, cost of living, housing cost, housing availability, and quality health care. The top ways they were researching for job opportunities were word of mouth, online job board sites, social media and company websites, and of course, friends and family. And then people are willing to relocate given COVID-19, and over half that are considering it are looking for suburban and rural options. This gives us a great opportunity in what we should focus on. Low cost of living, training and professional development, and diversity were amongst the 3 top priorities for talent considering relocation. We have pretty much something that can address all of those areas. I like to share pictures of water, and our marketing team is obsessed with them too in our images that we share, because we know that the fact that we have such access to Lake Michigan. We have beautiful lakes and rivers out in the western end of the county. It's somewhat unusual, and that's something we like to lead with, and it's beautiful. The Reef Point Marina was recently named one of the top marinas in the country, and this beautiful photo shows what it is, but it doesn't quite capture what you see when you're there. We have so many great assets to share, and that's just something just to keep in mind when you're promoting your opportunities. How do we show up? Naturally, a digital presence, it's not optional anymore. If you don't have one, you need to really make sure that you do and see how you show up. They are looking for remote work options of the respondents that were surveyed as well. If you do provide them, just make sure that it's known. Cost of living, this is an area that I have to tell you, we really have great advantages and we need to share the story. On our Greater Racine County website, we have a page dedicated to cost of living, and we're always looking to add new features and different elements to it. But this is pretty crazy when you look at these statistics. And I'm going to share an example that came up recently that just blew my mind away. You know, our cost of living here is considerably lower than even other parts of Wisconsin, but nationally considerably very lower. My husband works for a bank in Illinois and shared recently that one of his colleagues refinanced his mortgage and was complaining that his taxes monthly were more than his principal and interest. And I said, wow, that sounds strange. And he said, oh no, his taxes are $12,000 a year for his $250,000 home. And I said, oh my goodness, because we would be hard pressed to pay even half that anywhere in Racine County. So that's just, you know, a good example to share when you think about housing costs. We have some great realtors that are involved with our ambassador group too. If you ever need information or want to talk about some questions, we can help you with that. But that's just something you really want to just be aware of as we're looking, you know, to help with talent recruitment. We have some great advantages there. One thing we are watching real closely are census data and activities that are coming out of that. Recently, there was a report that came out from the Illinois Policy Reform that shared that their state population has dropped almost 80,000 since 2019. You know, it's sad for the state, but it's also a benefit for Wisconsin. We have seen some preliminary migration data, and it looks like some of them are coming here. And I would anticipate over the next year that we'll be able to drill down on that data a little bit further and see how many are actually coming into our county. So just something to be aware of. We have a lot of options, and we also have a lot of advantages when somebody's looking for lower cost of living in Racine County. Training and professional development. You know, the respondents are looking for opportunities for career advancement. And when I saw that, I thought, wow, I can't think of a better place to consider than our region. I mean, just from our sponsors today, we have Gateway Technical College, Carthage College, University of Wisconsin Parkside. MRA is our premier sponsor, and Living as a Leader to assist with upskilling and training individuals. You know, and it could be anything from taking a workshop to an associate's degree, a tech diploma, a master's degree, or even a PhD program. So we have some really great resources that are available and accessible right in Racine County, but also several that are available within a 30-mile driving distance. So that's something to really be aware of, you know, as talents looking for opportunities to be developed and, you know, advance in their careers. We really have a great advantage there. Diversity and inclusion. I found this very interesting. Talent is proactively researching companies' diversity policies during their job searches. So if you don't have one, you definitely want to work with a professional and make sure you have one that's authentic and speaks to who you are. They ranked diversity policies 6.1 on a scale of 1 to 10 in 2019. And in 2020, it increased in priority to 7%. So it's something very important to people as they're searching for job opportunities. And they also, in addition to diversity policies, they're looking for diverse populations when they research job opportunities. And that was ranked at 6.8 in priority for them in 2020. As I mentioned before, a digital presence is very important. It's not optional. You have to have one. Where a candidate's looking, they're naturally looking on job boards, they're looking on social media, but most often they're looking on your company website directly. And really, what else can you offer? Is there community information? Interesting statistic that came from DCI, 86% of their respondents shared that They would love to see access to a dedicated website that provides information about living and working in an area. Well, I can tell you right now, shameless plug, Greater Racine County has you covered. That's what our website is dedicated to, providing an easy way to search and see what community information is out there. And for our HR partners that are on this call, we even do have a special page called Welcome to Racine County that we target for you to share with your talent as they're coming to the community if they want to learn more in a really digestible format. And if you'd like to learn more about that, I'd be happy to talk to you about it as well. Remote work options. A lot of us are working remote today. I can see a lot of home offices and pictures and things of that nature. It isn't a deal breaker though. They are looking for it, but isn't necessarily going to move you out of the equation when it comes to talent searches. Most individuals prefer a hybrid approach. I would fall into that bucket. We get to work in the office a couple days a week, but we can work from home a couple days a week. Kind of mixes things up, gets you in a different setting, gets you out of your house and away from your dog who has become uber dependent on you. So most talent does prefer the hybrid approach. But still, traditional benefits are the most important. They really want to know about healthcare, paid time off, and 401k plans, and they do outweigh remote work options. Something for everyone. Really, the survey showed cities are not over, but suburbs are becoming more increasingly appealing. Racine County is home to 17 diverse communities that offer options for everyone. And when I say it's really diverse and options for everyone, I mean it. If somebody's looking for a city opportunity where they can have walkable housing, I'm thinking of you, Anna Calenti, that's on our webinar right now. She likes to walk everywhere. She lives in the city. That's what she wants. We have that for them. If somebody's looking for a more rural option and wants to live in Burlington, they can do that. Even Caledonia has some of those amenities. They could be close to the city, but still somewhat rural. We really do have something for everybody when it talks to space and preferences. Sharing Racine County's story. We have a section called Meet the Neighbors, and it really focuses on quality of life. I am so excited about this and want to share that it's growing. We started out with 1 video and we're up to 5, and we have plans for a couple more this year. And it's a really nice way for people to learn from others who have moved to the community and what their experiences have been and what they like about the community. I can tell you none of these individuals have been paid to promote these videos. When we approach them, it's always, yes, what can we do? And it's been just such a positive experience for us on our team to learn from them and kind of see Racine County through their eyes. The 4 that I have featured here, we have the Kennedys from Mount Pleasant, Dr. Deborah Kennedy and Dr. Mark Kennedy, and they're beautiful girls. They moved to Mount Pleasant several years ago for his position. She was commuting to Chicago daily for her dental practice, spending up to 3 hours in a car on a good day. Mark was left to be a single dad to the girls, running them from practices here and practices there. And she really got tired of it. They loved their home in the community. They loved that they were able to have a small farm and that they found great schools for their girls. But she was really tired of the commute and decided to open up her dental practice in West Racine, and is really glad that she did that. And then we also have the Kegels on the bottom in the bright colored shirts. They relocated right away from the Chicago metro area, but they're both in the entertainment industry. She's also former military, and they had lived all across the country with their work. They do stunt double work, which is kind of cool. And they were in the Chicago area with her family and discovered Racine, could not believe how affordable housing was and that they were able to move here and stop living paycheck to paycheck and really enjoy the many amenities that they have here now. And then we also have Scott Shamir. He's our most recent video that we did, and great story on Scott. He moved all across the country, again in the entertainment world. He was in cruising and came back to Rochester, opened up a beautiful store called Fox and Fork that has a lot of specialty gifts and wines, loves being in Rochester, loves that he knows his neighbors, loves that he has the ability to be in a large metro area in a short period of time. Great story. And then we have the Sullivans from Burlington, moved away to Oregon for some schooling opportunities to study brewing. knew they wanted to come back and open up a brewery in Burlington, recently opened up Low Daily. That was a situation where we were able to work with them from our business financing side and from our business recruitment side as well, and really sharing their story. And it's a great venue. If you're out that way, please check it out. So these are just a sample of some of the people that have moved to Racine County and their experiences, and they're great. And we have plans for more. And please feel free to visit the Meet Your Neighbors tab, and we'll follow up and share the links to the videos for you for today. That wraps up my presentation for you, but just want you to know we have a great story to tell in Racine County. Quality of life, you can live very well here. And sometimes it just takes us to remember seeing somebody else's experience to remind ourselves of how great we have it here. So I thank you for listening to my presentation. If you have any questions about the DCI report and want to learn more, I'm happy to talk to you about it. If you're interested in learning more about Greater Racine County and having your employer participate, we do have over 86 employers on our job board. Always looking to add more. I hope next year we have 186. In addition to that, we have a great team of local ambassadors. Several of them are participating today. And their role really is to support people and support our employers when talent comes to the area and has questions or wants to connect with individuals who are from and know the community. So if you have any questions about anything I shared, feel free to reach me. And that's my contact information. But I wanted to thank our sponsors. We couldn't be able to do this event today without their contributions and support. MRA was our premier sponsor today, and we have several participants on from MRA. So hi and thank you. And we have Michelle who's going to present from them later. We have our educational partners, Carthage College, Gateway Technical College, and University of Wisconsin Parkside. We have Lavelle, Speedy Packaging, Kirk, Living as a Leader, Enjoy Mount Pleasant, Visit Mount Pleasant, Racine County, Racine Community Foundation, and RAMAC is our sponsor. So thank you very much to all of you for believing in us and supporting our event today.